See, I would really prefer this to be like Mastermind and a Snapcaster here. This is a fine hand to keep. So the only thing it's really missing is yeah, like Faerie Mastermind and like removal, basically. Like if this was a Fatal Push, it'd be good too. Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright. Alright, yeah. So, we really don't care what he takes here. Like, at all. He can really take anything he wants. Yep. Just took counterspell. So we know, well, he knows we have snare now, so. Yep, Dark Slate. That's a good draw. But he knows our hand now. Yep. So, I don't know what he's playing necessarily, but maybe some kind of control. Sure. What do I prefer to have for or yeah, we'll play the Char Pit. We'll value 4 mana over having 2 spells next turn. Shot at Fatal Push. 4th lane drop. Yep. Yeah, good. That's what we want. Yeah, you pass that turn. you pass that turn. Nice. And then we just play reactive here. Swamp Forest. Forest Island. So he's definitely Sultai. So he could be Wilderness Reclamation. Like the control list. Or the combo, whatever. Combo control. If so, we're not too worried about it. But if he is playing that kind of a list, I need to throw Subtlety down. Which maybe I should anyway. So puts him on the clock. A bigger clock anyway. Because snap does work. Just we'll see. And if we can take a cryptic command out of his hand or something, let's see, counterspell. Yeah, that's fine. So that's winning that card right there. We might just win the game because of it. We're gonna value 5 mana here because I can snap snare. And then I still have counterspell out. Well, no. So a lot of these games, like it comes down to like him countering that or not, but he doesn't have a choice, you know. So it's kind of like you force the hand. So because they don't, you know, they're playing off the top of their deck too, you know, they don't know what's coming. Why I'm sitting over here able to cast 2 or 3 spells, you know, in a turn. Yep. Get another land. I don't want land here necessarily, but I will take it. 6 untapped is better than 5 for sure. It's one of the bad things about the fast lands. Okay, so I don't know if he's playing red or not. Okay. Sure, buddy. Yep. Guess he forgot I had that. Oh. It's my turn. We'll keep the pace up. Yes. Oh yeah. And this is what we're talking about right here. He's out of cards. He has to block. I'm going to double my power on the board. Because I'm going to snap snare right now. Yep. And then we attack for 7, and then our crackback. He'll draw something, no matter what it is. It probably not going to be much. So we'll see. We do have 7 on the crackback. So and counterspell. That sucks. And we'll swing for lethal. Good. He's probably Reclamation. We don't know that for a fact. If he is Reclamation, Aether Gust is going to be big. Actually, this is really good too. He doesn't take Drowns out, I guess, for this. Sometimes maybe we just leave 2 Drowns in. No. I think we just... Because he's not playing, like, big creatures. So Drown's, like, nah. EE's okay. Mastermind's, I think, really good here. I can go, like, super aggro if I wanted to. So, he's definitely Simic. So the question is he playing... We'll just say he's playing that. We'll leave in Fatal Pushes. And then Dolphy. Does Dolphy have a place here? Snare's great. Op's fine. The Dolphy would push us into, like, a little bit more of a... Because we are taking out... We'll take out the Ops. Do that. Run 62. We can do that. That's good. We can keep this. Not bad at all. Keep. Force Negation's really handy. Doesn't necessarily need to be an ARPing hand, but the fact we're going to be able to contest most things here, it's going to be really nice. So, we'll go ahead and we'll play the Water Grave tapped. For obvious reasons. We don't got nothing going on. Alright, cool. And then we get Fast Land. Sweet. Haven't seen Reclamation, but I'm sure it's in there. Okay, yes, try blue. And we'll just Darkflake it up. We have so much here. We're actually going to hold this Dulthea later, till later. We're going to establish ourselves a little bit. At least with another land, so I can do some more stuff. Because I can actually cast 3 spells. If I... Right now, I can cast 3 spells. Okay. And this is the big reason why right here. Me getting to look at his hand is huge. And being able to cast 3 spells off 3 mana. Of course, it won't be like that. I'll be pitching something to the Force Negation. So, like this, you know. Question is, do I just let it hit? And, I mean, he doesn't want me to do this. He's going to draw a card off this. And this will fizzle. But I'm tempted to just let it go. I don't want to, but we'll just let it go. So, and then we'll hold. Game 2 is very... It can be awkward. Let's say that. Game 2 and 3 can be very awkward. This matchup is... It's just a weird matchup because they're trying to do their thing and you're trying to disrupt them as best you can. Thoughtseize in this matchup is wonderful, by the way. So, but you have to get them down. So, is this the time to do this? I can Brazen Borrow we're in. We'll hold. Okay. Okay, I think this is where Faerie Mastermind is gonna shine here, because he is wanting. Okay, end of turn we definitely Mastermind in. Whether it gets countered or not, so what? We don't really care. Okay. But if this hits and he starts to draw past his normal, this will put us ahead. Or keep us at least even. Nice. It's positive. Land. I need a land. That's nice too. And actually, I'm not going to pull the Dolphy down. I can use this ability and make him discard. But it'll be a card he wants to discard, possibly. So, because assuming he doesn't have anything. Yeah, sure. This gets blown up. Assuming, like, right now, like, if I did that, then it feels bad. So, but him eating that with Fatal Push is not bad. Then draw that. So I assume he has 6 spells in hand. With that said, I'm going to try to subtly here. I have to start chipping away at him. So. Yep. Okay. So we have a little bit of leeway here. Do I feel good enough to do this? Because he does have Snapcaster, Fatal Push, so I think we just kind of go here. A Snapcaster of our own would be nice. Thought Season again. I don't have to push anything. I can actually Brazen Borrower at the end of his turn too, which I probably will. But this is one of those slow matchups. The draw go for sure, as you can tell. Like, we have things to do. We just have to do them very carefully. Because we're one counter. There'll be a counter war, a major counter war, and whoever wins that counter war will, like, usually takes the game. Yeah. Okay, we'll cast that. Nice. If I untap here, it's really, really good. We got protection for this for days. Might not want to protect it too much. Nice. Get on tap. Land. Really need land. More land, more spells I can put on the stack. So I would like to. Really, it's a rush to like 6 land. Okay, I can just do that again then. At the end of his. So. And this is why I didn't play the Dolphy, because it gives him complete advantage. But if I flood and can go to 6 mana and play this with 4 mana up, this Dolphy becomes a point of contention because he can't even block it, but he can snap Fatal Push it, which is kind of where we're at the moment too. Because if he does have Fatal Push in hand, he can't kill this. He can't even snap Fatal Push this. You know, so. And I'm feeling the pressure because my hand is just full. So Abrupt Decay can't be countered, so. We'll just let this one rock off, yeah. Congratulations. You officially Abrupt Decayed my Brazen Borrower. Abrupt Decay is still a damn good Magic card. Doesn't get played as much as it used to. So. Okay, so we're also going to Brazen Borrower again. I wish you had more excuse to switch between scenes more often. Yeah, and I will. Isn't there something where you can make a timer? Oh, whoa, new card. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, incubate, or spends mana value. So we will. I think I have to counter this. I don't think I get much of a choice. So to change the equation might have been the wrong. I could bounce this too, but I think we just counter it. And then probably we'll just. The cool thing about like having cards like this that are like super situational. I mean, I could throw it at this. I'll just pitch it to the Force Negation. So, or I could just use it here too, which I will, because I have Counterspell in hand, so it doesn't really make sense to not do that. And then I could also probably should have snared that. Oh well. I'm going to win this kind of where it looks like, so. And so the spell snare, keeping the spell snare in my hand does a couple things. It allows me to hold this, so I get another 1 mana spell. I can cast Dolphy. Thoughtseize right here would be really, really big. So him being tapped out, the first person that taps out typically, like I said, loses this matchup. Cool. Here's this land. This just helps me out even more. So we'll go ahead and all right, come on. So I think he's playing Reclamation, but it seems like he's just playing Sultai Control. It's really what he looks like he's playing, because Reclamation doesn't. This, and I don't know if this is a modern card. I mean, it's cool, but you have to. It's a mana sink. You know, it's a mana sink because you got to transform it with 2 mana. It's not that. I don't think it's modern playable. It might be playable in Pioneer, and definitely in Standard. Standard's fine. You want a little mana sink in Standard. You want to throw you're going to be left over. Like things don't always work out in Standard that are real nice. Like things like this need to be super controlled. Exile target reveals their hand. Exile non-creature, non-land from that player's hand. So target. So all non-creature, non-land cards. So I'm going to exile all this. Can't be countered. All right. Well, we are just playing. The can't be countered is like really big there. So we're gonna play the Brazen Borrower here. So, and then we're going to discard all this stuff or exile it. Yeah. So this is a good card. See, and I spit up his clock, so we win here. It's like Sultai Control. It doesn't.